I think that the day in which we live today is very similar to what our founding fathers lived in the 1770s. I think we are on the verge of making the kind of decisions that they made, where that we are willing to risk our lives and our fortunes, that we're willing to put our sacred honor on the line for liberty.
We now are a nation known to start war. We feel compelled because of our insecurity that we have to go over and attack these countries to maintain our empire. We have over 700 bases, we're in 130 countries, and they're talking about bombing Iran. It is such a dramatic change from what is truly American and truly constitutional.
I don't want to run the world. The Constitution doesn't give me the authority to run the world. We ought to mind our own business is what we need to do. Spending overseas, wasted money. This is a continuation of a revolution. It is a peaceful revolution. It's up to you to spread this message around this country. This is an American cause. It's a cause of freedom. There's something going on in this country, and it's big. Spread the message. Thank you.
It's no surprise that the policy that has led to all of the suicides in Iraq was crafted by a draft dodger and a chicken hawk.
Who is that?
George Bush and Dick Cheney. George Bush was a draft dodger. He dodged the draft by going to the Texas and Alabama National Guard and never showing up. Cheney never served a day in his life, so it's no surprise that those guys don't give a f about the troops. I was in civil affairs. For example, we had translators that were Iraqis, and we gave the translators the Vietnam-era flak jackets that won't even stop an AK round. And I didn't think twice about it. I mean, I taught myself Arabic to be better at my job. I considered myself the nicest American in Iraq, you know. And you know, we had the new flak jackets with the sappy plates in them, all the high-speed gear, and the new helmets. But I didn't examine to myself that, well, just the assumption that like we can rebuild their country better than they can. The presumptuousness of that.
That's the main thing I agree with.
I was sent to Fallujah in 2004 with the Marine Corps Civil Affairs team. And I found out the hard way that the greatest enemies of the Constitution of the United States of America are not to be found in the sands of some far-off land, but are right here at home.
We've got to help those people in that country.
So how are we helping them with militarization?
We're stopping all the killing over there.
Or how long should we stay there?
That's up to the new president.
It's up to the people of Iraq.
Sorry.
That's
Well, I'm sure they'll have a little say in it, but it's going to be up to the president whether or not we stay there, or whether the people want us there or not. If the president decides to take us out of there, whether they like it or not, they'll take them out.
It doesn't matter if that's the best thing for Iraq. How arrogant do you have to be to say, I know what's best for the Iraqi people better than what they do?
Army speaking to me from St. Paul, Minnesota earlier. Listening to the BBC. It's a major battle how to make the restoration of one of the world's most
Yeah, you got lucky asking about her. I'm pretty psyched.
You gonna see Amy Allen tonight, huh?
I'm gonna go see Amy freaking Allen.
Hottie that she is.
Well, it's kind of ironic. I've heard her referred to as the sex symbol of the Ron Paul movement, and I have been all too often referred to as the sex symbol of the anti-war movement. So it might be kind of interesting to see what happens. You're not getting this on tape, are you?
What do you think about seeing
Something happened in here. What it is something unclear.
Opposing the war on terror. Well, there certainly is a war on terror, and people who think it's not happening probably haven't been reading the news lately.
These battle lines being drawn.
I think we should worry more about the fact that our military is being controlled by corporate America. I believe our military today is the strong arm of corporate America, not the people. If our corporations can't go somewhere, then they send our military in there.
There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. Because time we stop, children, what's that sound? Everybody.
We have our troops in 140 countries, 700 bases. We're going bankrupt, and we have undermined our national defense. That is
1.4 million men and women active duty in uniform, 1.4 million in reserve capacities. Military spending, much of it hidden military spending in this country of $1 trillion a year. Now, you just take the Department of Defense spending.
Nobody's wrong if everybody young people speak their minds, getting so much resistance from everybody look what's going down. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's
Stop the war, it's not too late to dismantle this police state. Stop the war, it's not too late to dismantle this police state. Stop the war, it's not too late to dismantle this police state.
children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
She's in the limo, I think, with everybody there.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe the limo was something else, but she went to Ronstock. Yeah. You guys on your way to Ronstock?